Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's Major League Baseball games, look ahead to tonight's games. We'll go over the NBA slate. We'll go over the quarterfinals results from the U.S. Open, look ahead to today's matches in each of the men's and women's side. NFL Top 100 Players List. The latest news and notes and my best bet of the day. All right, we'll start in baseball. We will go over the results from yesterday, and we will look ahead to the games today. Twins over the Indians 3-0. Twins 61-77. Indians 68-68. Pirates over the Tigers 3-2. Pirates 50-89. Detroit 65-75. Mets over the Marlins 9-4. Mets 70-69. Miami 57-81. Orioles over the Royals 7-3. The Orioles 44-93. KC 62-76. Blue Jays over the Yankees 5-1. Blue Jays 75-62. Yanks 78-60. Rays over the Red Sox 12-7. Rays 88-51. Boston 79-62. Braves over the Nationals 8-5. The Braves 73-64. Washington 57-81. Reds over the Cubs 4-3. The Reds 74-66. The Cubs 64-76. Brewers over the Phillies 10-0. Brewers 85-55. Philly 71-67. Dodgers over the Cardinals 7-2. The Dodgers 88-51. St. Louis 69-68. Astros over the Mariners 5-4-10 on a walk-off ground rule double by Carlos Correa. Astros 81-57. Seattle 75-64. Giants over the Rockies 12-3. The Giants 89-50. Colorado 63-76. White Sox over the A's 6-3. The White Sox 80-58. Oakland 74-64. Rangers over the D-backs 3-1. The Rangers 50-88. Arizona 45-94. And the Angels over the Padres 4-0. Angels 69-70. San Diego 73-65. All right, looking ahead to today's games at 2 o'clock. You have the Mariners and the Astros. Tyler Anderson and Jose Urquidy. The Astros are minus 205. Mariners plus 172. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 118. Unders minus 104. Mariners plus 1.5 is minus 125. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 104. I'm going to take the over 8.5 minus 118. 3 o'clock, Giants, Rockies. Anthony DeSclafani and John Gray. Giants minus 154. Rockies plus 130. Over under 11.5. Overs minus 108. Unders minus 112. Giants minus 1.5 is plus 104. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 126. I'm going to go under 11.5 minus 112. I think that's too high. 3:30, Rangers, D-backs. Luke Weaver against Koi Arihara. D-backs minus 166. Rangers plus 140. Over under 9. Overs even money. Unders minus 122. Texas plus 1.5 is minus 137. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 114. I'm going to take the over 9 at even money. 6 o'clock, Twins, Indians. Joe Ryan and Tristan McKenzie. Indians minus 142. Twins plus 120. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 120. Others minus 122. Or minus 102. Twins plus 1.5 is minus 154. Indians minus 1.5 is plus 128. I'm going over 8.5 minus 120. 6:30. Tigers, Pirates. Matt Manning and Mitch Keller. Talk about two bust prospects so far. Pittsburgh minus 126. Detroit plus 108. Over under 9 minus 110 each way. Detroit plus 1.5 is minus 196. Pittsburgh minus 1.5 is plus 162. I'm going over 9 minus 110. How is that only 9? Mets Marlins. Rich Hill, Sandy Alcantara. Mets minus 120. Marlins plus 102. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Mets minus 1.5 is plus 146. Mets plus 1 or Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 178. I'm going to take the Marlins as a home dog. Rich Hill hasn't been that great with the Mets. 7 o'clock, Royals, Orioles. Mike Minor, Matt Harvey. Royals minus 124. Orioles plus 106. Over under 9.5. Overs minus 105. Unders minus 115. Royals minus 1.5 is plus 120. Orioles plus 1.5 is minus 144. I'm going over 9.5 minus 105. Blue Jays, Yankees. Alek Manoah, Luis Gil. Yankees minus 124. Blue Jays plus 106. Over under 9.5. Overs minus 114. Under minus 106. Blue Jays plus 1.5 is minus 176. Yankees minus 1.5 is plus 146. I'm going under 9.5 minus 106. Both these pitchers have been very good, and even Toronto's offense hasn't been spectacular in this Yankee series. You need the grand slam to hit 8 runs the other night. Rays Red Sox, Shane McClanahan and Nathan Eovaldi. Each team's minus 108. Over-unders 9.5, minus 110 each way. Rays minus 1.5 is plus 152. Red Sox plus 1.5 is minus 182. And Rays run line just went to plus 150. Over 9.5, minus 114. Under 9.5, minus 106. Just changed on the fly. I'm taking the Rays. The Red Sox have been brutal. Nats Braves at 720. Sean Nolan and Tukey to Saint. Braves minus 220. Nats plus 184. Over under 9.5. Overs minus 104. Unders minus 118. Run line minus 110 each way. Nats plus 1.5. Braves minus 1.5. I'm taking over 9.5 minus 104. 7:30 Reds Cubs. Vlad Gutierrez and Alec Mills. Reds minus 132. Cubs plus 112. Over under 9. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Reds minus 1.5 is plus 126. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 152. I'm going over 9 minus 120. Phillies Brewers. Kyle Gibson, Freddie Peralta. Brewers minus 164. Phillies plus 138. Over under 8. Overs minus 104. Unders minus 118. Phillies plus 1.5 is minus 152. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 126. Tough one, but I'm going over 8 minus 104. 7:45 Dodgers Cardinals. Mitch White and Adam Wainwright. Dodgers minus 120. Cards plus 102. Over under 8. Overs minus 108. Unders minus 112. Dodgers minus 1.5 is plus 142. Cardinals plus 1.5 is minus 172. I'm taking the Cardinals as the home dog. 8 o'clock Angels Padres. Yu Darvish and we don't know what's going for the Angels. I wish it was Shohei Ohtani. That would have been theater. Pods minus 260. Angels plus 215. Over under 8. Overs minus 108. Or overs minus 112, unders minus 108. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 111. Padres minus 1.5 is minus 108. I'm going over 8 minus 112. The Padres might do it by themselves. At 9:30, the White Sox and the A's. Dallas Keuchel and Frankie Montas. Oakland minus 178. White Sox plus 150. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 105. Unders minus 115. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 138. Oakland minus 1.5 is plus 115. I'm going over 8.5 minus 105. All right, now I'm going to go over the WNBA results from last night and look ahead to tonight. Sun over the Wings, 83-56. The Sun, 22-6. Dallas, 12-17. Brianna Jones, 18-10. Marina Mabry, 16. Storm over the Mystics, 105-71. So both home teams covered, amazingly enough. Seattle 20-10, Washington 10-18. Jewel Lloyd 20.6 boards. And Javante Zealous had 17 points. All right, tonight's games, 2 on the slate. 7 o'clock NBA TV, you have the Mercury and the Dream. No spreads out for this game. I'll just choose straight up. I'm going to go with the Mercury on the road. They've been red hot and on a winning streak. 9 o'clock ESPN2, the Lynx and the Aces. That's actually a very good game on ESPN2. Maybe Ryan Rucco on the call here. New daddy Ryan Rucco. Congrats to him. We'll go with the Aces at home. They're 1 game up on the Lynx. So giving the Aces at home. Better coach. Better team. So give me the Aces at home. All right. Now we'll move on to tennis, where we will go over the U.S. Open results for the first day of the quarterfinals. And we'll look ahead to today. We'll start in the men's. 12 seed Felix Alcaraz Salame over Carlos Alcaraz Garcia in 2 sets in a walkover. And 2 seed Daniil Medvedev over Cinderella Botic van de Zandschulp in 4 sets. Looking ahead to today at 1:15, you have 4 seed Alexander Zverev and Lloyd Harris. Zverev's minus 720. Harris plus 480. And then for a set bet, I'm going to go Zverev 3-0 at plus 105. And then the second of 2 in primetime at 8:15, 1C Novak Djokovic against 16 Matteo Berrettini. Djokovic is minus 780. Berrettini plus 530. And in terms of set betting, I'm going to go Djokovic 3-1 at plus 240. I just think that Berrettini can pick him off for a round. So Djokovic in 4 at plus 240. All right, women's. 2-seed Arina Sabalenka over 8-seed Barbora Krejcikova in 2 sets. And here's the true Cinderella into the semifinals. Leylah Fernandez upsets 5-seed Alina Svitolina in 3 sets. So there's your female side Cinderella. And looking ahead to today, you have another Cinderella in Emma Raducanu going against 11-seeded Belinda Bencic at noon. Bencic is a minus 166 favorite. Raducanu's plus 142. In my pick, I'm going to go Bencic in 3. Trying to get up the set bet here. And it is 3-1. So, Belinda Bencic 2-1, 3-1. And at 7 o'clock in the quarterfinals, you have 4-seed Carolina Pliskova and 17-seed Maria Sakkari. Pliskova's minus 137. Sakkari's plus 114. And in set betting, I'm going to go Pliskova 2-1 at plus 290 for my pick here. As we'll have the semifinals. Underway tomorrow and Friday, respectively. All right, now I'm going to do my NFL top 100 players list for the season. It just combines all the positions. There's no kickers and punters on there, unfortunately, but there's a lot of talent in this league, and there are some very good players that are honorable mentions this year. So we are going to get to the honorable mentions. Rob Gronkowski, Buccaneers. Darren Wallen, Raiders. Michael Onwenu, Patriots. Aaron Jones, Packers. Austin Eckler, Chargers. Deion Jones, Falcons. Blake Martinez, Giants. Matt Stafford, Rams. Dak Prescott, Cowboys. Josh Jacobs, Raiders. J.C. Treader, Browns. Bud Dupree, Titans. Kyler Murray, Cardinals. Jalen Smith, Cowboys. Marcus Davenport, Saints. Joel Bitonio, Browns. And Matt Judon, Patriots. And 2 more honorable mentions that forgot to make the list for pass rushers. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys and Cam Hayward of the Steelers are 2 players that I just forgot to include in the lists. So apologies to those. I'll put them in the honorable mentions. Those are 2 very good players, obviously. And if they were in the defensive end rankings, I'd probably put Hayward a little bit higher than Lawrence. I'd probably put Hayward probably around where Marcus Davenport is. And DeMarcus Lawrence, I'd probably put him a little bit in that range too. Like down further, like in that 16-17 range. So neither of them would have cracked top 100. And that's how loaded this list is, guys. All right, so now to the list. 100, Brandon Linder, Jaguars. 99, Marcus Williams, Saints. 98, Kareem Jackson, Broncos. 97, Lane Johnson, Eagles. 96, Dalvin Cook, Vikings. 95, Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys. 94, Taylor Lewan, Titans. 93, Mark Andrews, Ravens. 92, Frank Clark, Chiefs. 91, Jack Conklin, Browns. 90, Cooper Kupp, Rams. 89, DK Metcalf, Seahawks. 88, Chris Godwin, Buccaneers. 87, A.J. Brown, Titans. 86, Odell Beckham Jr., Browns. 85, Corey Linsley, Chargers. 84, Jayon Brown, Titans. 83, Derwin James, Chargers. 82, Justin Herbert, Chargers. 81, Nick Chubb, Browns. 80, Saquon Barkley, Giants. 79, Mike Evans, Buccaneers. 78, Calvin Ridley, Falcons. 77, Adam Thielen, Vikings. 76, Keenan Allen, Chargers. 75, Baker Mayfield, Browns. 74, Grady Jarrett, Falcons. 73, Stephon Truitt, Steelers. 72, Ronnie Stanley, Ravens. 71, Brandon Scherf, football team. 70, Jason Kelsey, Eagles. 69, Demario Davis, Saints. 68, Zadarius Smith, Packers. 67, Chris Harris, Chargers. 66, Eric Armstead, 49ers. 65, Marlon Humphrey, Ravens. 64, Trey White, Bills. 63, DeForest Buckner, Colts. 62, Orlando Brown, Chiefs. 61, Lamar Jackson, Ravens. 60, Deshaun Watson, Texans. I have asterisks by his name because he might not play this year. So if he were not to play this year, then Matt Judon would get the last spot on this list at 100. But for right now, Deshaun Watson is still on the Texans roster. Has not been suspended or anything like that. 59, Dante Hightower, Patriots. 58, Fletcher Cox, Eagles. 57, J.J. Watt, Cardinals. 56, Stephon Diggs, Bills. 55, Julio Jones, Titans. 54, Shelby Harris, Broncos. 53, Brandon Graham, Eagles. 52, Alvin Kamara, Saints. 51, Casey Hayward Jr., Raiders. 50, Ryan Ramczyk, Saints. 49, Dwayne Brown, Seahawks. 48, Andrew Whitworth, Rams. 47, Ali Marpet, Buccaneers. 46, Fred Warner, 49ers. 45, Shaq Mason, Patriots. 44, Michael Thomas, Saints. 43, Xavier Howard, Dolphins. 42, Cam Jordan, Saints. 41, Derrick Henry, Titans. 40, Eric Hendricks, Vikings. 39, Tyreek Hill, Chiefs. 38, Chandler Jones, Cardinals. 37, George Kittle, 49ers. 36, Travis Kelce, Chiefs. 35, Christian McCaffrey, Panthers. 34, Shaq Barrett, Buccaneers. 33, Darius Leonard, Colts. 32, Adrian Amos, Packers. 31, Brandon Brooks, Eagles. 30, Daniel Hunter, Vikings. 29, Chris Jones, Chiefs. 28, Devin McCourty, Patriots. 27, Stephon Gilmore, Patriots. 26, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Steelers. 25, Calais Campbell, Ravens. 24, Quentin Nelson, Colts. 23, Zach Martin, Cowboys. 22, David Bakhtiari, Packers. 21, Levante David, Buccaneers. 20, Trent Williams, 49ers. 19, Russell Wilson, Seahawks. 18, Josh Allen, Bills. 17, Devontae Adams, Packers. 16, Harrison Smith, Vikings. 15, Chase Young, football team. 14, Jamal Adams, Seahawks. 13, Nick Bosa, 49ers. 12, Jalen Ramsey, Rams. 11, Bobby Wagner, Seahawks. 10, Von Miller, Broncos. 9, T.J. Watt, Steelers. 8, Khalil Mack, Bears. 7, DeAndre Hopkins, Cardinals. 6, Myles Garrett, Browns. 5, Joey Bosa, Chargers. 4, Aaron Rodgers, Packers. 3, Tom Brady, Buccaneers. 2, Aaron Donald, Los Angeles Rams. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. If there wasn't really any doubt, him and Aaron Donald are easily the top 2, as we talk about almost every year. And there's groups of players that you could put in any order, like 3 to 8 or even 9, and then players listed number 10 through 19, and like groups of players that could be put around in any order on this list. So there you have it, my 2021 NFL preseason top 100 players list. All right, now I'm going to move on to news and notes. Not a lot today, so actually a pretty short podcast, even though we just did the top 100 players list. The Rays call up number 4 prospect Josh Lau after hitting 21 home runs and stealing 24 bases at AAA Charlotte. Garrett Cole left last night's game with hamstring tightness, so the Yankees just played it safe. Apparently he will be okay. Maybe he'll skip one start, but it looks like no IL trip for Garrett Cole, which is good news for the Yankees. And the other New York pitcher that's awesome, Jacob deGrom. He had a partially torn UCL, and that's which is perfectly intact, according to Mets president Sandy Alderson. But I don't think he's going to pitch this year. Something cool last night. The Angels are playing against St. Louis, the Dodgers. Not the Angels. He's not on the Angels anymore. But Pujols got a standing ovation after a solo home run that he hit last night for the Dodgers. So that's really cool. The New York Football Giants create just under $4 million in cap space after they convert just under $6 million of Sterling Shepard's base salary into a signing bonus. Chris Webber says that the Michigan athletic director apologized for fallout of 2003 investigation involving a booster. Mark Few facing a DUI charge as Few was cited on suspicion of driving under the influence. That's not good. John Calipari reveals that he had COVID-19 over the summer while vaccinated and had very mild symptoms. So at least he's okay. The Ravens signed Le'Veon Bell after losing a couple running backs to injury. There's speculation about Todd Gurley, but Le'Veon Bell's fine. I think that they went there because just to stick it to the Steelers a little bit, don't you think? The Saints released Latavius Murray after he refused to take a pay cut when the team asked. So that's another running back that's available for somebody to sign. Bad news in Pittsburgh. The talks with TJ Watt are getting ugly as their stance on contract guarantees is threatening to sink talks with the all-pro pass rusher. Meanwhile, the Seahawks and Dwayne Brown reached a deal, a reworked contract that makes out at $12 million this season. So that's good. They fixed that situation. Now the Steelers are under so much pressure to get that extension done with TJ Watt. TJ Warren's foot rehab delayed as the Pacers announced Warren's stress factor has not been healing at the anticipated rate and will remain out indefinitely. The Cavaliers are still eyeing Ben Simmons as the team continues to keep its hat in the ring to try and trade for their for the star. Here's something very interesting. The Mavericks nearly traded for Paul Pierce as Mark Cuban tweets details to a three-way trade that would have formed new big three with Dirk and Jason Kidd along with Pierce. That would have been interesting. And what would have went back to Boston? How long ago is this? And the last one, DeAndre Swift to play week 1 after missing time with a groin injury. So that is good news for the Detroit Lions and fantasy owners. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I'm thinking about going with the same pick I went last night. I just want to think about it for a second. I don't know it, but I'm debating the Padres game or the Mets. I'll do it for the second night in the row. I'm going to take the over 7.5. In the Mets game. So 4 units over 7.5. Mets Marlins doing it again. All right, so there you have it for the show today. I'll be back tomorrow recapping the baseball and WNBA. Looking into tomorrow, we'll pick the opening night game between the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. And then news and notes and best bet as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.